The next morning, the soldier with the green whiskers came to the Tin Man and said, "Oz has sent for you. Follow me." So the Tin Man followed him and came to the great throne room. He did not know whether he would find Oz a lovely lady or a head, but he hoped it would be the lovely lady. "For," he said to himself, "if it is the head, I am sure I shall not be given a heart, since a head has no heart of its own, and therefore cannot feel for me. But if it is the lovely lady, I shall beg for a heart, for all ladies are themselves said to be kind-hearted." But when the Tin Man entered the great throne room, he saw neither the head nor the lady, for Oz had taken the shape of a most terrible beast. It was nearly as big as an elephant, and the green throne seemed barely strong enough to hold its weight. The beast had a head like that of a rhinoceros, only there were 5 eyes in its face. There were 5 long arms growing out of its body, and it also had 5 long, slim legs. Thick, woolly hair covered every part of it, and a more dreadful-looking monster could not be imagined. It was fortunate the Tin Man had no heart at that moment, for it would have beat loudly and fast from terror. But being only tin, the Tin Man was not at all afraid, although he was much disappointed.
"I am Oz, the great and terrible,"
spoke the beast in a voice that was one great roar.
"Who are you, and why do you seek an audience with me?"
"I am a woodman. That means I cut wood for a living, but I am also made of tin. Therefore I am not truly living. I have no heart and cannot love. I pray you to give me a heart that I may be as other men are."
"Why should I do this?"
demanded the beast. "Because I ask you, and you alone can grant my request," answered the Tin Man. Oz gave a low growl at this, but finally said,
"If you indeed desire a heart, you must first earn it."
"How?" asked the Tin Man.
"Help Dorothy to kill the Wicked Witch of the West,"
replied the beast.
"When the witch is dead, come to me, and I will then give you the biggest and kindest and most loving heart in all the land of Oz."
So, with sorrow where his heart should be, the Tin Man was forced to return to his friends and tell them of the terrible beast he had seen. They were all greatly astonished by the many forms the great wizard could take, and the lion said,
"If he is a beast, when I go to see him, I shall roar my loudest and frighten him so much that he will grant all I ask. And if he is the lovely lady, I shall pretend to spring upon her and so compel her to do my bidding. And if he is the great head, he will be at my mercy, for I will roll his head all about the room until he promises to give us what we desire. So cheer up, my friends, for all hope is not lost."
The next morning, the soldier with the green whiskers led the lion to the great throne room and let him enter the presence of Oz.